I was invited to speak to Rutgers Project Rise in Newark, a group of students that are pursuing their GEDs. I was one of the first to come and speak to them in a series to empower them and encourage them and expose them to outside of a classroom experience. When I was there, I was so moved because I remember when I was a teenager and I made mistakes in my younger years. And I wanted to make sure now that the same mistakes I made, luckily I found hope and I found a way to turn it around, that other people can find the same and turn around their situation. Life is a matter of choices. The choices you make you, and I spend a lot of time getting into choices with them. And then I shared my story in 1998 and how my early teenage life began.
You know how I love to talk to the students about hard work. And I can't imagine that any of them have worked harder than Issa did. I mean, from the age of 12. And he came to this country, he had to learn the language again, was being bullied in school. I think a lot of our students have that experience.
Sure.
That's why a lot of them drop out.
We're hearing it from somebody that is in a place where they have succeeded at achieving, some of their goals and yet are still motivated to achieve more. He was so transparent.
After going through that experience with them, I took them to 4 steps I wanted them to concentrate on, 4 things I wanted them to pay attention to when making decisions, when choosing. And the first thing I wanted them to choose is choosing the type of language they speak, the success language, being able to say I can versus I cannot, being able to say all things are possible versus it's impossible, one day versus never. And going through that language of success is the first thing that I started sharing with the students.
How many times have we heard them say that they can't do things? Or that, they don't believe that they can do math, or they don't believe that they can do anything sometimes. And you really have to build up their self-esteem, and it starts with changing the way that they talk about
Right, their
themselves.
self-talk.
Yeah.
I am influential. I am productive.
Do you really believe that you're productive? Well, then let's say I am productive.
I am productive.
The second thing I wanted them to concentrate on is choosing their circle, because you could have the best language, but if you go home and go to your group and your peers and they speak a total different language, that's not good for them. That's not good for you. So we went into choosing your circle, that if you chose a journey and that journey is going forward and that journey is full of hope and life, right? Very few people are going to want to join you on that journey because some don't belong.
And I really like the story about the friend that he had to, he tried to bring with him but couldn't, and so had to kind of leave and step away from, because I think that's going to be such a reality for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of friends that they think are friends that are really not friends, that are bringing them down, and they're going to try to keep them down.
And I wanted to eliminate this guilt people carry, that if you move forward in your life, that you're leaving people behind, that you're not loving them, that you're dissing them. No, when you take a step forward, you end up helping people. You end up going back to the people you love and pulling them up with you. But you must go first and surround yourself with people that want to go in that same direction. The third thing we talked about is choosing your attitude. We talked about how life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So choosing and maintaining a positive attitude is so critical in this process, because if you have the right success language down packed and you have the right people around you and you constantly maintain an incredible, positive, motivating attitude, then you could do number 4. And number 4 is choosing your goals.
Extraordinary goals. How many of our young ladies come in and they say, I want to be a certified nursing assistant? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But aim higher. Aim
Or
to
a
be a
security
doctor.
guard. Because
Yeah.
it's easy.
Because I want to sit around for
because
the
they
rest
wanna
of my
sit
life
around
and do
and-
nothing with my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Dream big. They had those dreams when they were little, just like everybody else did. They wanted to be astronaut, an astronaut, ballerina, veterinarian. I mean, right? Like everybody
Yeah.
does when they're little.
If you're gonna set goals, set some extraordinary goals. I don't care about SMART goals. You're gonna see that everywhere. SMART goals, they have to be small and measured and possible. No. Scratch that. I don't care who tells you that. And I'm sorry, please, scratch the SMART goals. Go for crazy goals. I'm going to close with this one story, but go with crazy goals, goals that are hard to reach, because you now have the language and the circle and the attitude to achieve them, right? Go for crazy goals. Go for crazy. And guess what? If you fail at your crazy goals, you're going to achieve much more than the smart goals that your peers are achieving. I hope that they take that message with them wherever they go. And I guarantee if they do, we will hear great things about them in the future.